Hello and welcome to my channel. This is another in my Halloween 2019 card series. Today's card is going to be a very simple card featuring a little Frankenstein monster, which I did a little bit of watercoloring on. The materials that I'm using today is Stampin Up Howl-o-ween Treat, paper Smootches Halloweenies, and Recollections Haunted. I'm also using these inks. I have the Memento inks, Tangelo, Bamboo Leaves, Grape Jelly, and Ladybug. I also have Distress Ink Mowed Lawn and my Versafine Onyx Black. I'm also going to be using a blending tool to do the edges around the panel. This is the second video that I've done for my Halloween series, and it's also the first time I've done the videos with my Invisaligns back in. If you looked at my two earlier videos for my sympathy cards, it showed the very first video that I made after I got my Invisaligns in, and it was really hard to understand me. And I still have a bit of a list that you can really tell if you know how I talk without the Invisaligns in. You can really tell that there's a list going on. And still, my mouth's a little bit juicy, but it's been a great thing for me to do. There's a huge difference in my overbite, and it really was a good decision on my part. I'm right now in week 43, in fact, of the process of 55. So I'm coming into the home stretch. All right, let me move these things out of the way and we'll get started on this card. I've taken all the stamps that I'm going to need and I put them on my plastic picture frame, and this will have them all ready for me to use and handy. I've shown this on my channel before, but the top half is for my stamps and the bottom half I have put a magnetic sheet, and my dies will stick there, but I'm not using any dies for this card. And I just keep this handy right off camera so that I can just pull the stamps that I need one by one. It's a little trick that I learned from Jennifer McGuire. And then one falls off. Bad timing, stamp. Okay, let's get started. So I have my Misty tool, and you're also going to need to get a double over piece of copy paper and a 2 1/4 inch punch, and punch a circle. And that's going to be for masking. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the front panel, and I take the smaller of the two pieces of paper and put the little Frankenstein guy where I think I want him to be, which is, I have to allow space for the ribbon, and I don't want to be too close to the bottom because I also want to allow space for my sentiment. So I think this is a good spot about here. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. I have new Halloween nails today. I don't know if you can see them very well. There we go. Some spider webs and a little spider. All right, so this is going to be with the Onyx Black. And the Onyx Black will withstand the watercoloring that I'm going to do, even though it's very light. You want to make sure that you use a black that will not run when you apply watercolors to it. Memento is good, and Onyx Black is good, and also the Ranger Archival Black ink. And that's a good stamp. So let me clean my stamp and move this away, and then we'll start the watercoloring. The next stamp is a rubber stamp, which is thicker, so I don't need this part, so I have to take that out, set it aside. And I didn't mention it, but the reason that you had to double over the copy paper is it's really difficult to punch single copy paper because it's too thin. So that's why I doubled over the paper to get it. So I'm just going to take it and lay it over the little guy to protect him. And then I'm going to take the words and put it about where I want it to be, which is about right here. Transfer that to the door and stamp this up with the grape jelly. This stamp pad is a little dry, so the ink on it is a little thick, so I may not get a good impression the first time. I may need to do it a second time, but let's see. Pressing really hard there. No, I got a good imprint. Okay, now I'm going to pick up the ladybug and the next stamp. Let's clean this off real quick so I won't forget. Of the blood. Let me move this out the way. You can see that he's been protected. He has an area around him. This I don't need anymore, so I can toss it. And transfer that. Okay, let's see, is that blood enough? No. A little bit more blood on that. This is Halloween after all. Okay. There we go. All right, clean that off real quick. Now I need this back in. And the rest is just going to be simply putting everything together, and it's not too difficult, so I'm going to just let the music run and assemble everything. And that's the card. I looked at it and I decided I wanted to add a little something to it. So I have these foam stickers that I got from the dollar store. And I'm going to add one to the cards. So let's see. I have this ornery looking pumpkin. And a regular jack-o'-lantern. A kitty cat and a bat, this looks like. Yeah, crazy bat. So, I'm thinking I like the bat because it has green on it. Yeah, the cat, this looks a little strange. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the little bat on here. So this is a sticker, allegedly. So let's see. Yeah, here we go. I also didn't like how the darkness on his boots was, so I grabbed a distress marker, black soot, and added extra black on his feet. Also notice that I didn't use watercolor ink. I just used a straight up Memento. You can use regular dye inks for watercoloring. Just try it and test it and see if you like the result. If you don't, then you could just use the distress inks, the distress oxides, or any watercolor paint that you want. I could have also used watercolor pencils for this, but since I already have the dyes out, I just used those. Okay, I think that adds a little something. What do you think? Okay, so that's now the finished card, and I'd like to thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I think I'm going to sparkle up his eyes a little bit. Just a little. I love sparkle. There will be more Halloween cards coming. Also, I'm going to have cards that I did last Halloween that I just didn't make a video for. So there'll be a lot of Halloween cards coming, hopefully, in the next couple of weeks. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the card videos. I'd like to thank my brother David for the music that he provides, and I hope you are enjoying that as well. Take care, everyone, and have a great day.